It's like a little bell. What's up, beautiful YouTube world? It's your girl Mayflowers and welcome to today's video. If this is your first time here, make sure to click the little red button down there and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. Today's video is all about our menstrual cycle and what we use during it. Like most of you out there, I was an avid tampon user for most of my menstrual cycling years. I also hated using pads. I think I used pads only for the first few months that I got my period, and then after that I was like, I cannot wear these anymore. It feels like I'm wearing a diaper. But every time I would take my tampon out, wrap it up and throw it in the garbage, it always got me thinking, where do these tampons go and how long does it take for them to decompose? The answer to that? Centuries, my friends. It takes centuries. In other words, your great grandma's pads are probably still on this earth. Oh my god. Yeah, it's kind of a horrifying thought, you know, and image. If you can imagine a gigantic landfill full of tampons and pads. That's a bloody mess. On average, it's estimated that a woman uses between 11 and 30 tampons per cycle. And over a lifetime, that means that's between 5,000 to 14,000 tampons used per woman. It's a lot of tampons. So not only is using tampons and pads not environmentally friendly, but it's not economically friendly either. On average, you'll spend about $60 a year on tampons, which over a lifetime ends up being somewhere close to $2,000. We spend a lot of money on our menstrual cycles. It's a load of crap. So on top of the environmental impact, the impact on your wallet, there's also an impact on your body. The FDA does not require menstrual hygiene product manufacturers to disclose ingredients or to conduct testings on their products. Again, a little disturbing. If you ever read the back of a tampon box, toxic shock syndrome, it's kind of scary. Remember as a little girl, I was like kind of freaked out about it. So basically, we have no idea what chemicals are used in the manufacturing of the products that we're sticking inside of our bodies. So on to the good stuff now. If I don't use tampons and pads, what do I use? Well, glad you asked. Thankfully, there was this beautiful invention called a menstrual cup. Now this little baby takes a little bit of an adjustment period. You're gonna have to get used to it, but once you do, it's really hard to go back to using tampons and pads. Ugh, no pads. So I'm gonna take this out here. This is a brand new one. Let me just say that I've been using a menstrual cup for the past 5 years. This is a Lunette. Lunette, is that how you say that, Kate? This says body safe, BPA free, no latex, and vegan. Before I take this out and show you how to like insert it and squeeze it and see all the fun stuff, this thing lasts up to 12 hours. Unless you're having an extreme heavy flow that day, you can basically change it in the morning and then change it again at night. Sometimes you forget that you even have your period. You don't have to worry about it. You just have to make sure that you insert it correctly. That's where it gets tricky. And there it is, my friends. It's like a little bell. I don't know about you guys, but like I was never prepared for my period. Like I just couldn't get it together. Almost every time I wouldn't have enough tampons for my next cycle. So then my next cycle would come and I'd have no tampons and I'd have to like rush out to the store and it'd be this like anxiety attack of period. And it just sucks. Now, like I always know I have my little cup handy. Clearly this is going to cost more than a box of tampons. However, over the course of your lifetime, using one of these cups will end up saving you money because you can use it for up to 10 years as long as you keep it clean. And it also comes with a little baggie. So you just, at the end of your cycle, you clean your cup and you put it in your bag and you're good to go. Look how fun that is. If you're ever traveling and you know you're gonna have your period, you just get your little bag. It's all low key, nobody knows what it is. And you pull it out, that's it. Nice. And just in case any of you were wondering, Kate does use a menstrual cup as well. She's been using it for the last 5 years along with me. Again, we both went through an adjustment period, but it's really no big deal now that we've been using it for a long time. All right, so you're probably wondering, like, how do I use this thing? First off, they come in 2 different sizes, which is a little confusing to me. I think this one is a little bit bigger. The circumference of the circle here is a little bit wider than the other size. There's size 1 and size 2. Size 1 is for women under the age of 30 that have never given birth, and size 2 is for women over the age of 30 or have given birth. I am now 31 and this is my second purchase over the last 5 years. My first time when I bought this, I was like 25 or something. So I went with size 2 because it says over 30. I don't know what happens in house down there after you turn 30. I just trusted what the box had to say on this one and went with size 2. There's not like a crazy difference in size, it's just like a little bit wider. Also, if you do feel like you have a long, heavy menstrual cycle, like you go 7 days on a heavy flow, you might want to consider getting size 2. If I'm having a heavy flow that day, I might need to change this 3 or 4 times depending upon what's happening. But normally I change it once to twice a day. Like I'd like to take it out in the morning and then again at night before I go to bed. But this is perfect for when you are at work or you're at school all day. You can leave it in for up to 12 hours. You might want to cut the end tip here, but you want to try it out first. So like you'll insert it, see how it feels. If it's sticking out too much, then that'll be really uncomfortable. You want to cut just the tip, but you still want to leave enough space there so that you can like reach out and pull it out. I honestly never use this little piece to pull it out. I'll squeeze the bottom here and like pull it out like that. Getting ahead of ourselves over here. How to insert this thing. They do come with instruction booklets, but you'll probably have to, you know, play around with it and figure it out for yourself and figure out what works best. Okay, so normally what I do is I take it in my hands. You want to clean it first. You're gonna wash it, rinse it under the sink, and then you I kind of do this motion and then squeeze it over, so I would kind of like make a little taco with it. So now it's like this. And then it just like, you just put it up there. You're not gonna shove it all the way up your vajayjay, but you're gonna leave it, you know, just right in the beginning area. It'll unfold naturally when it's inside. Now, if you put this up and something feels a little bit uncomfortable, the cup didn't unfold all the way and there might be some weird suction thing happening, so you just wanna take it out and then like replace it and get it to unfold. Sometimes I just have to like move it around a little bit and it'll just unfold by itself, and it's really easy. And then taking it out again, like I said, like I usually squeeze the tips here and like kind of move it while I'm pulling it out. And then I get it out. So you pull it out. I pull it out like this, and like as I'm pulling it, this is actually like a lot easier when it's in your vajayjay. Honestly, like I'm trying to do this with air, but like I guess the walls of your vajayjay help you. So anyway, I get it like this before I pull it out. So again, like it's not fully open when you're pulling it out or when you're putting it in. And then you dump it into the toilet bowl, get all your goods out, and then you rinse it in the sink, okay? Rinse it, rinse it, rinse it. Then you put it back in. Then you wash your hands. I mean, it really is convenient. You don't have to spend all this money on tampons. The best part is you don't ever have to worry about running out of tampons. You're doing the environment a gigantic justice. It's so much better for your body. You don't have to worry about toxic shock syndrome or any of the other chemicals that the manufacturers are not telling you about, and you save a lot of money in the long run. So it really is a great product. If you don't do it for the environment, like you should definitely do it for your health. I know you might be a little scared, a little skeptical at first. I was too, but trust me, like you get used to it and you're gonna end up loving this. It also just like feels so much cleaner knowing that you're just using a reusable cup. So you might be wondering where you can find this. I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description box so you can check out the exact one that I am using. And it comes with a pretty blue bag to put it in. So that basically sums up the menstrual cup and how to use it. Again, it's just gonna be like trial and error and figuring it out at first, seeing what works best for you as far as inserting it and then taking it back out again. Once you get through the adjustment period, I wholeheartedly believe that everyone will love using the cup instead of tampons. I used to hate having my bathroom garbage full of tampons. Ugh. If y'all have any questions or comments regarding this menstrual cup, please leave them down below for me. Make sure to check out the link in my description. It'll take you straight to Amazon and you can get one of these bad boys for yourself. Alright y'all, I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.